I'm just gonna come out and say it. I like this book. I like reading books like this book. And I'm going to talk about them because fucking why not, okay? Like, philosophy is a very interesting topic. A lot of people enjoy learning about philosophy. I'm not the only one. There's so many goddamn fucking people on the internet right now talking about philosophy. It feels like. So here I am, doing it myself. Giving you the clean cut greatness in a really shitty explanation probably, but you're welcome. The first book is Plato and a Platypus walk into a bar. Look at it, look at it, look at it! I said fucking... It's awesome. I've read it twice now. Might read it a third time, because why the fuck not? So, I'm only talking... I love words. We're going to talk about this book. I'm only going to do a few chapters. I don't want to spoil the whole book for y'all, because what would be the fucking point in that? I want you to read the book. I want you to be inspired to pick up more books. And so if I'm just going to ramble about the entire thing, what? You don't gotta read it then. You don't gotta read it then. So it's only a few chapters. Okay. Don't worry. It's not long. Ish. But to start off with metaphysics. What is it? What do you think when you hear that lovely word metaphysics? Some may think it's completely not related to philosophy at all. But you're fucking wrong. It's all about philosophy. It is the essence of philosophy itself. Metaphysics is asking, why, God? Why? Why am I here? What? Why do I have to wake up every morning and eat 3 fucking meals a day and think that I have a purpose to life? Why even ask that? Why do I have a conscious mind, and why do I have the need to question everything around me? That is the essence of metaphysics. A lot of people, they have to come to the conclusion that there is a God in this world, and that God has given them a divine purpose, the divine law, in a sense. Growing up in modern society, we are able to take a step back and look at the past and understand why these people fled to religion in the first place. And in conclusion, this place comes out of fear of death, fear of the unknown. And so by rationalizing that there has to be some sort of higher purpose that controls their everyday in life, gives them that small, minuscule amount of hope that they need in order to walk and breathe throughout the day. But I think that's a load of horseshit. Religions have been able to manipulate the majority of people throughout their societies for centuries. It's all it's fucking right in front of you. And today, there's definitely no exception. We see money-hungry churches, religions, groups, cults, unions that will take advantage of manipulating the mind in order to get what you all want, because you were all afraid of the same thing. And I encourage a lot of people to step out of that shell and really open up to the possibility that you don't got a purpose. There's no reason that you're alive and waking, and there's probably no God, and that's okay. However we manage to end up here, we may never know, and that's also okay. Ethics. This one, because it also kind of, it's a tricky situation. Let's go back to that divine law as we were speaking. thanks to this almighty higher being, lovely power, mystical, ooh, daddy, they have been able to rationalize the good and the bad. And based off of their good and bad, that is how they act upon life to other people. These bad people, they treat poorly, with disrespect and neglect, while these good people are gifted fortune in miracles and mystery. A lot of you have probably read the Bible or some form of holy religious text that your God tells you how to act upon life, right? And I think a lot of you may question some of the things that these texts have to say towards other people. And we can see that in modern days, a lot of these texts have been quote unquote altered in order to fit the modern standards. And things to do on the line of, say, sex, gender roles, a lot of horseshit. The way that one can have intercourse with one another, a lot of that has been now changed because of modern society and their new viewpoints, right? Yeah. But I think a lot of them would agree that, say what if God fucking came down, okay? What if God came down to you and told you to murder or to do something bad to somebody, like set their fucking house on fire with their 8 children inside? Well, like, what if God told you to do that? Would you do it? Would you hop up on your little legs or scroll over there and fucking buy your gasoline, get your fucking starters, and kill some children? I know I fucking wouldn't. I think I would be questioning a lot. I think I'd ask God if he was okay. Or like, are you okay, buddy? Did you have one too many beers? Like, what's going on? Like, what? But that's not the case for some. A lot of people have used this divine law as a way of justice against other people. They rationalize what God's word, and they apply it to the modern world, and they take that in action. It's scary. But I think the one thing that's scarier is the golden rule. They say a sadist is really just a masochist who follows the golden rule. And I'm going to explain to you why. We all have heard the golden rule, right? We all know what this fucking is. Treat others how you want to be treated. I found it. Say, the Hindus, their golden rule is, do not to others what ye do not wish done to yourself. The Judaism, what is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbor. Long story short, the golden rule, right? We all know it. We all probably used it to some form extent, but in reality, I think the golden rule is just another way how people are able to manipulate one another. We're all taught it, we all know it, but a lot of people hate themselves. And so if you don't want to be treated properly, how do you think you're going to treat others? Golden rule is stupid. But don't get me started on these Stoics, okay? Stoics, man. I think they got it almost right, but they dismissed the fucking point, okay? Stoics. You love them, you hate them. These people have looked at the treasures of their lives and they accept that without these things they could be better off because of the consequences and downfalls that it leads them. Say, a drinker or a gambler by chance. Those are good examples. If you're a heavy drinker or gambler and you realize that you need to quit these actions, you're taking the right step into a Stoic's life. But Stoics go deeper than that. They take away every essence of joy because that joy could bring them to their downfall. They are empathetic through life. They believe that everybody should see it in the same way as them. I don't know where I'm going with this. We're just going to move on to existentialism. Because that's where I live in my happy place. And I think a lot of people could also be in the happy place within existentialism. Not nihilism, not the loss of hope. Existentialism. It is the beautiful combination of all those glorious things in a ball of mush that I call life. An existentialist recognizes that people are here for no real reason. You're not told, and there's no one telling you how you should treat others. But inside, we all want to feel fulfilled and know that we have succeeded in the things that we enjoy. And so why wouldn't we want that for others? Existentialism is hope. It's knowing that within the shit and the lies of this world, we can continue moving forward because none of it fucking matters. We're all gonna die, and in the end, you won't be remembered. People who are rich and have lived fulfilling lives, it's not for anyone but themselves, and that's okay. I think people need to learn to be a little bit more selfish in the right ways, so then they can be selfless to others in all of the right ways as well. Nothing like a good old yummy good old time of the nothing burger that we call life. So yeah, that's all I'm talking about, because there's a lot more in that book. It goes deeper into the philosophy of religion and languages and epistemology, because I can't pronounce the fucking word no matter how hard I try. The world of dyslexic. But I encourage you to pick up that fucking book and read it for yourself to understand a little bit more what I'm talking about, so I don't just sound like an idiot. Before Elvis, there was nothing. And I take that deep to heart. Thanks, John Lennon. Yep. You want to read. Okay? I know we love our brain rot and bullshit. I know we love doing nothing all day. But then nothing could involve a little bit of reading, so we don't become stupid. Idiocracy cannot become reality. Okay, guys? Let's hop to it. Hope you join me for next time. Okay, bye.